Yeah. Welcome to the podcast, where you better tune in. You can see the picture, all you gotta do is zoom in. You in your man cave, it's no time for your girlfriend. They talk about the Sixers and how the Sixers gon' win. If they take your loss, they gon' hear BG going in. Jenny from the block, that's a lot. They was up 10, now they down 5. You can see it in his eyes, he a fan for life, and he sitting courtside. Sports guy, if you know me, I'ma say fly. I cross you over like when they had AI. I still the ball, I ain't ask you may I. Not at my house, they can back. I ain't gotta try. Maxie for the 3, he try and win. They don't want the time. B try and win. I don't wanna see that boy cry. I live by the gun. I'ma shoot. I don't wanna die. They eat, sleep Sixers. You should know that it's game time.
Alfonso, this shit wavy.
Thank you to Fred Gies for that fantastic intro. Fred is in the house.
Freddie, what up, baby?
Welcome, everybody, to Eat, Sleep, Sixers. I have with me today 215, the sports guy, and Nacho Libre himself, Sapri.
Not Nacho Libre himself.
I am Nacho Libre. What's up? What's up? What's good with y'all? What's good?
Doing good. Glad to have y'all with us. I figure after last game, if you are still here, you are a diehard fan. And
Absolutely.
you might need to be institutionalized. No, I'm kidding. But wow, that was a terrible game. I just want you to take a moment, if you can, if you're watching this, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell so you don't miss any shows. We don't get any money from this, but what we do like to do is invite you to join our little Eat Sleep Sixers family over here.
Most definitely.
So tonight we have Berg. Hold on, I just want to speak to Berg. Berg, we're expecting you post game, so we're gonna send you the link after this, buddy. Thank you so much. I just wanted to say a couple things about the Sixers before we start talking about tonight's game. And the first thing I wanted to mention was what came out today from a reputable reporter, an actual source, not like a whisper down the lane guy. John Clark, I think he's of NBC. Said,
CSN. He's with CSN, John.
Okay.
He went NBC. He went NBC.
Well, they merged.
Oh, so they were.
Okay, so he said that Joel is on track to come back this season, which I hope makes all of you happy.
Most definitely.
How do you feel about that?
I kind of saw it on Twitter when Drew Hanlon kind of posted, "On my way to Philly, Will's up." You know why he's coming to Philly.
I don't know who
Drew Hanlon is the reason why Joel Embiid took his level of game from here to here. He's the same trainer of Tyrese Maxey. They normally train in the off season, but he comes in Philly sometimes to tighten up, and this is one of those times. So if he's coming and he's in town, that lets me know that Joel Embiid is making basketball moves out there. He's not just doing the physical therapy aspect of it. So it's very exciting to have him in town. Sabri, what do you think about that?
Well, it's not exciting to me because for this because by the time he decided to come back, what are we playing for? So it's like it's not really are you coming back, but like is it worth it if we not where we need to be? For real, we need to play up to the standard we could play to while he's working his way back. It shouldn't be like Dragon Ball Z when Goku was in the hyperbaric chamber with the hope of the world on his shoulders. It shouldn't be that. No, it should be. You should just be coming back, and we should be competing. But like if we relying on Embiid to save us a playoff spot and avoid the play-in tournament, then I'm not excited for it, to be honest.
Here's my take on that. If the big man is ready to go and we're in that play-in scenario, he goes. Bottom line. And it will be a cakewalk with Joel Embiid facing teams that don't even have a reason to really be in the playoffs because they're 9, 8, whatever the case may be, 10. So I like our chances either way with Joel Embiid coming back. I want people to remember the tear he was on, no pun intended, before he tore his muscle. We were looking at the best player on the planet. He actually was playing better than his MVP season last season. So give me 80% of that guy. 80% of that guy. And I'm good to go. As long as there's not a chance where he tears it again.
I got to interject real fast. Not even 80%.
As always.
He's like, but why are you risking it for a play-in spot? Like we got so much to look forward to next season. I'm not packing it in already, but you got all this. You got all this money coming off the book. You see the situation we in now without this man. So why risk it if the situation gets worse? Gets worse. God forbid, he quite possibly aggravates something again, because we know the history of Joel Embiid. No, if we playing for the play-in, just fight for the play-in. If we somehow make the play-in without Embiid and go to the playoffs, then you bring them back. But if not, man, you got to look forward to the future. Like, this is our future. Now that we see we suck without Embiid, so we got to look forward to the future. And we got cap space galore coming next year, and we need him long-term, somewhat healthy.
I would love to interject, but me and you can argue all day. We only have 30 minutes, so we'll jump right into our first segment.
Wait, I got another point before we go. Remember, there was two things. The second one is Sixers have signed Kai Jones, center formerly for the Charlotte Hornets, to a 10-day. Now, if you were watching last game, I told you all the Sixers are going to sign somebody to a 10-day in the next week, because they have to, because they have an open roster spot. So that man is Kai Jones, and I need to know how you all feel about that, considering his background.
Let me ask a question. Ain't that the dude on Instagram that be doing the dunk videos with the crazy caption with the crazy captions and stuff? I never seen the dude. I just seen the dunk videos. If we going by the dunk videos, then he might be all right.
He's a freak athlete. He's 6'10". He's the size of a string bean, though. Very slender guy. In my opinion, I'm going to repeat the same thing I've been saying since the trade deadline. Why are you keep bringing in guys that cannot compete for a 5 spot when the 5 position is a glaring hole in it right now? Mm-hmm. You can go sign Dikembe Mutombo from his rocking chair, and he will protect the rim and grab rebounds better than what we have on the roster. So there are guys like, I'm just throwing names out there, Dwight Howard, Nerlens Noel. You are bypassing guys like these to sign a Kai Jones. I don't get it. What are you trying to beef up your G League?
Well, no, but I'm encouraged by the fact that they signed him to a 10-day and not a contract for the rest of the season, because that shows me they're thinking Joel's going to be back and won't need him.
Right.
So, Gigi, no, I don't think Council's getting cut because we had a roster spot open. I don't think that anybody should get cut. He's not getting signed to a 2-way. He's getting signed to a 10-day. Anyway, so all that being said, tonight we play the Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee. We have not scored above 100 points in the past 3 games, so I imagine it's going to be a bit of a shellacking. But what do you all think it could take to get us to win this game tonight?
Jen, I got one word, actually 2 words: effort and defense. We're a horribly poor offensive team without the MVP in the lineup. How do you combat that? You play excellent defense. I'll go back to Larry Brown, Allen Iverson. He knew was a walking bucket, 30 points a game every night. So Larry said, okay, we're not going to be a high scoring team. Let me build this team to stop other people from scoring so many points. We have enough defenders on this team that if they show the correct amount of effort, guys won't be putting up 130, 120 points on it. You play around with this team tonight, they'll put up 150 quick. The lack of effort we saw last game, You cannot come out there like that. The last few games,
it's the Bucks though without Embiid, so they go put up like 130. Like
I don't want them to.
They so like and I'm being all the way honest. Like, and Jen asked, "What's the keys to victory?" You ever seen the movie Celtic Pride with Damon Wayans and stuff like that? And nobody out here don't say Sabri's advocating this because it's only a joke, but at the same time, it's sort of serious. It's sort of semi-serious. What you do before the game, put Giannis and Damian Lillard in the van and make sure that they don't show up to the arena, then you'll be good. But seriously, you just gotta have, man, like you said, I agree with you. You gotta have effort, man. You gotta understand that, yo, this schedule is hard right now. Like, you gotta like wake up. Like, you gotta like understand. You gotta defend. This is one of the best teams in the East. So you gotta play like your life is on the line right now, because if you continue this trend, and B might not be coming back to nothing. Like, so you gotta act like this is like the last day of the season. We getting closer and closer to the end. So you gotta play 110,000% effort for all 48 minutes. You gotta want it.
I'm gonna tell you this much. I want to put a public service announcement. 12, Tobias Harris, I want to see you out there tonight. No, I just don't want you dancing around willy-nilly, going on the bench, drinking Gatorade, coming back out, dancing around, and then the game over, you got 2 points, 1 rebound in 30 minutes. Nah, bro, this ain't that. This Philly. This your last year in Philly. You need to put on, bro. If not, you're going to get booed the rest of the year. Playoffs or not. It's just the time we need you the most is right now. You're making that max money. We didn't ask you to be the max guy when Joel and Tyrese was cooking. We didn't ask that. But you get paid that money. So when times like this come up, that you're capable of putting on a great performance and leading your team. You're playing worse than the 12th man on the bench right now. Wake the F up.
Yeah,
I hope you're watching.
And I think that it's definitely going to be a locker room issue. If you have guys like Buddy who are starting, or Paul Reed who are starting and aren't playing necessarily up to where they were, so they get benched, and then you're like, okay, well, this guy's terrible. Why isn't he on the bench? And Nick Nurse is like, he's fine. He's great. Meanwhile, everybody's like, what the hell's going on? I mean, I don't think it's good for team morale. No. I think that Tobias is checked out.
Yeah, he has. They even saying that on ESPN. Looks on his face.
Yeah, I think he's checked out. So I don't think
you took the words out of my mouth. I agree with you, Jim.
Yeah, but you know,
it's sad.
And he doesn't like to play against very physical teams. And I don't know how. You know, he might do all right tonight against the Bucks because they're not the best defensive team. I mean, who knows?
I heard someone mention in our lovely group Sixers 24/7. Sorry for the shameless plug. Someone was mentioning, don't throw slander at Tobias. This, that. Listen, bro, it's go time. It's go time. It's playoffs time right now. I don't know if nobody peeped. Our playoffs started already. So if you're putting up 2 points in games that we need, bruh, I can't back you.
I gotta play devil's advocate right here. Like, this is what you gonna get for Tobias. Tobias not that dude where he's gonna take over a game and like y'all sitting up there making a mountain out of a molehill. Y'all need other people to complement Tobias. Tobias is really a third to fourth option. You need a max.
Compliment what? 2 points?
Yo, you overpay. See, y'all looking at the contract and saying like, yo, all right, 2 points. That's horrible. 2 points is definitely horrible.
So this is just like having BG on her.
It's just that y'all sitting up here like making a big fuss about this dude. This dude, like Jen said, and like everybody's saying, this man checked out. He made his $180 million. Yeah, the front office overpaid for his value.
Absolutely.
You need to be blaming them for a fourth option to get all that money. Bro, checked out. So it's like,
I'm not checking them.
I feel like at this point though, it's a bit of the coach's this, like the coach needs to interject. Like, you got this guy, okay, you paid him $180 million. He's playing like shit and he is ruining your team morale. And maybe you need to not play him as many minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Jen, the danger in that, Jen, is that the 180, like, see, the key point of that is the $180 million. Like, that is just, it's like, damn, if we get to the point that we're gonna bench our $180 million guy, you might as well say we on a cliff. We on the borderline of a cliff.
I'm gonna tell you something, Sabri. I'm gonna tell you something, Sabri. As a coach, one of the jobs as a coach is to learn how to press certain buttons when it's time, how to motivate certain guys. Tobias, in my opinion, this game, I would bench him. He would not be in a starting lineup. I would bring him in towards the end of the second quarter and see how he performs. If that does not light a fire up your butt as a competitor, after the tape that I've seen on him, seeing that he's checked out. You think Nick Nurse didn't peep that? Okay, you want to check out? Check out on the bench. Watch somebody else perform in your spot, and let's see how you do when I bring you in here.
But Carl,
bottom line,
here's the thing, Carl. The way Daryl Morey, dumbass, constructed this roster,
who comes in behind
you? Who's going to start for him?
That's always been BG's point too, and I say anyone but
anyone.
Tobias.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give me KJ Martin. I don't care.
KJ Martin could definitely get
at least he'll have some heart and try. I can't watch this man take 6 shots.
The same KJ Martin that airballed them threes. Y'all talking about that KJ Martin?
Yeah, talk about him.
Leave KJ alone. You leave KJ alone.
I don't want Kenyon Martin. I don't want no smoke with Big Kenyon Martin, but we talking about that same KJ Martin. But like we at a crossroads. This dumbass constructed this roster, and now he's paying the ultimate price for the way he constructed his roster. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. And you going up against the Bucks. We know he folds against the big teams, but damn, who you going to start in that place? If you could give me a valuable option that could give us somewhat of a punch, I'm all for benching Tobias.
All right.
Ampu says they can score 6.
So I'm gonna
they can score 6.
I'm gonna
I feel you from the corner.
Speaking of scoring, that's going to segue us into our next segment, which is BG's over unders.
And now for BG's over and under.
So we made this segment up for people that like to go on BetMGM and FanDuel, people that like to drop a little change on some things. So I will warn you, these are not exact stats. We're not like bet geniuses. But if you want to listen to us and you put a little change on it, then you might win. So we're going to go off straight to our first one. I'm going to segue off that statement that they just made. We haven't scored 100 points in 3 straight games. We haven't scored 100 points in 3 straight games. So we're going to do Sixers 99.5 tonight. Over, under.
I mean, it's hard because they've been really struggling to find a rhythm. You know what I mean? The whole team, as a team, has been struggling. And I don't think Toby's helping at all. Do I think they can get more than 99.5 against the Bucks that don't really play defense? Yeah, I do. I'm going to go with the over on that one.
I'm gonna take the under. Why? Let's just say Tobias gets back to form and has a 25-30 point game night. Maxey gets back to form and scores 30 points. That's 60 points. So in my head, where are the rest of those points coming from? Oubre might have a crazy game. So I'm not banking on all 3 of them having great games. So I'm gonna go with the under.
I'm gonna go with the under because I see Tobias folding like Tobias know how to fold, and I see Maxey, but I don't know which version of Maxey I'm gonna get tonight. So I'm gonna go with the under.
I hear you. So we'll go with our next over and under. This man had 2 points last game. 2 points last game. as a professional starter. He did the PJ special last game. Okay. So this game, we're going to give him a little fairness. We're going to go with Tobias Harris, 9.5. Over, under.
That's a damn shame.
I think it's funny that BG took the under on that one.
Yeah, he damn sure did. He's angry.
Yeah.
How about you? What do you take?
Until he shows me, I'm not putting any confidence in that man. So even if I think he might score more than that, I'm still taking the daggone under.
I think all the ish I talk about him, I do think he's a prideful guy. I do think that he goes on social media and see what's written about him, what's said about him. I think he will respond tonight. So I hope he responds tonight. I'll take an over.
Man, I'm taking the over with Tobias. Tobias, he gonna drop 17 tonight.
Most definitely. Now, for these guys to have these points, we're going to need a floor general. Okay, we're going to need somebody to set these guys up. We're going to need somebody to control the flow of the offense. You know, that guy is Kyle Lowry. So I'm going to ask you, Kyle Lowry, 7.5 assists tonight. Over, under.
I'm going to go over, but just by a little, maybe 8.
How about you, Si?
I'm gonna go over. I said ditto, Jen. Ditto. I'm gonna go over. He's gonna have about 8 assists tonight.
I'm gonna take the over. I think this is one of those games where he knows his team needs him. He's a veteran. He's a winner. He's been here before in this position. So I think Kyle has a great overall game tonight. I'm hoping.
The people in the chat are not agreeing. Under.
I understand.
And
everybody hopes her down.
Linnell's back in the hospital with a blood clot in the leg. I'm
man,
so sorry, buddy.
Prayers out to Linnell.
Linnell, prayers up, man. Prayers up.
Absolutely. We're all hoping for you to get better soon. Take care of your body. You know what we forgot to do?
What's that?
We forgot the starting lineup.
Let's hit him with it right now. Do you have that?
Them over unders might change based off that starting lineup.
You know what? They might.
Do you have it available, John?
I can get it. Hang on.
All right. So while she's bringing that up, we're going to get bold. We're going to get bold since we have 4 minutes left to get bold. And my bold, I was thinking about this as we were doing the over-unders. I'm feeling a Tyrese Maxey attack tonight. I'm feeling, oh my God, the Eagles. Wow. I'm sorry.
Hey, man. Just the wrong.
I'm feeling a Tyrese.
That's wrong.
I'm feeling a Tyrese Maxey. I'm excited. A Tyrese Maxey attack tonight and a tune of a 50 burger with extra pickles and extra ketchup. Hold the
Did you say 50?
That's why you be getting clowned in these circles, dog.
50 burger. I don't hear what you listen. Just come up with your bold. We don't want to hear all that.
Hold on. So, unfortunately for all of us, Tobias Harris is not coming off the bench tonight. He is in the starting lineup, along with Kelly Oubre, Mo Bamba, Tyrese Maxey, and Kyle Lowry. So the same lineup that got you 79 points last game.
I'm not in love with the Kyle Lowry, Maxey backcourt. I'm not in love with that. I think we're too small. We're already a poor defensive team without Joel in there. I think this makes us puny at the perimeter. But what options do we really have?
Can I ask a question? I remember we might be thinking about a different Mo Bamba. I remember the Mo Bamba in Orlando. That was actually a pretty good shot blocker, a pretty good read. Like, did
he get same one?
Did he get kidnapped or something?
No, I'm going to tell you what happened, Sabri. You're talking about a lottery pick that's been bounced around like a basketball. His confidence is down. You know, he went from being a lottery pick to believing that he was one of the better bigs in the league to being a forgotten thought. He's been passed about 3-4 different teams since then. So
we made a song about him and all that too. They made a song about him. We thought he was the future, but he turned out he's sad, bro. I feel like everybody that come to the Sixers with that we knew and loved them as a good player, they just instantly have a brain like the Philadelphia Air. They can't handle the Philadelphia Air. So they just literally just have a brain fart and just forget how to be a good basketball player. Yo, it's kind of hurtful that everybody that come to Philly just instantly forget how to play basketball.
I'm gonna tell you something. Go ahead, Jen. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, yeah, don't let Paul George come to Philly.
Nah,
I
want
right away.
I want the brass to stop listening to players about who we should bring in. Joel Embiid and Bamba are pretty close, so he wanted Bamba over here. Bamba ain't it. Bamba wasn't it. I knew he wasn't it when we got him. So listen.
We were so flush with centers at the beginning of this season, man.
I was thinking like, who do we got to release? We got like 4 or 5 centers. We went from that to having really no center on this roster.
Hey, Prophet, they was excited with that Buddy signing too.
I was.
I never with that trade. I was never excited about that damn trade. I wanted Drummond or something like that. They was hype, and that man forgot. And that man forgot how to play basketball. So I don't know.
I mean, I think all these moves that were made at the trade deadline is a wait and see approach till the big man comes back. Now we're at our marker.
Hold on a second.
Go ahead.
Because it's not 8:00 yet because we started a little early.
We got 5 minutes.
Ellis is asking if he's telling us to get ready for the Tobias bounce back. Now, I have to say, Ellis, I appreciate your,
enthusiasm,
but it's been 5 years, man. I'm tired of the Tobias bounce back. Just be consistent. Just do your job.
Listen,
can't stand it. But
Tobias,
I didn't give my bold prediction yet.
Get bold, Jen.
Me either. Go ahead,
bold,
Jen.
Gordon Cypri. All right. 6 players in double-digit score.
Wow.
We had any? Did we have any last time?
I don't know. I try to forget these games.
No one scored 20. Not one single guy on our team scored even 20.
These Sixers has turned my sister into an avid drinker. She's been drinking vodka.
I know. Look,
every game.
Pounding it.
Names, you drinking that straight?
Sabri, what's your bold, bro?
My bold prediction. I apologize. So Tobias, if you listening to me, bro, I apologize, man. I've been active Tobias supporter. Sometimes I feel lonely. Sometimes I feel lonely on that clip sometimes because like you put that 2-point duck up there, and that just makes me feel some type of way. But my bold prediction tonight: Tobias giving up a 30 burger tonight.
Oh boy. Market. I hope he does because might help us. I don't know. Do something. Points.
Do something.
Get 100 points. Oh, I just wanted to say the people in the chat that are talking about Kai Jones. Kai Jones starts his 10-day tomorrow. The clock starts tomorrow, so he will not be playing tonight.
I want people to really. I know I see it on Twitter. I see it on Sixers 24/7. A lot of people are excited about this move. Do not get too excited. This kid is coming basically off the street. He's coming on to a team that's in playoff contention. He does not know the scheme. He does not know the playbook. I'm not trying to put a pin in everybody's balloon, but let's be realistic here.
Yes, you are.
He's not going to come on this team as the 12th guy and make significant impact. Make a significant impact. So, it's good to have a young kid who, is a YouTube sensation, but we've dealt with that here. Zaire Smith. We've dealt with that here. Markelle Fultz. What are you going to do when you get on the court?
You sound like the old man that be watching the kids play basketball.
That's what they turned me into.
I remember back in my day, young whippersnapper, I can do that exact move that Kai Jones did on the court.
Absolutely. I remember back in my day, we was guaranteed 58, 57 win team. Now we scratching and clawing.
Get a young man a chance, man. He like Jen said, he not signed for the rest of the season.
It ain't up to me to give him a chance. It's Coach Nurse. And if you think Coach Nurse is gonna bring a kid in from the street and give him significant minutes.
it's up to y'all to give him a chance as well too, because the majority of the Philly fans be seeing 1 minute of a player. Oh my goodness, he stank, he corny. Oh my, we just gonna throw him away. Like, let the bro play for a bit.
All right.
He got like 2 games in this 10-day. Like, what 2 games gonna kill you? Like, if he somehow get magical and give you 10 points and 10 rebounds.
I mean, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Man,
I want him to.
You got
but
nothing
my
to lose.
expectations aren't high, Sabri, is what I'm saying. So while we're at it,
all right, I just want to take a moment. I want to say thank you to Eric. I want to say thank you to Ellis. I want to thank you to Lex. I want to thank you. Anybody I missed. If I missed you, I'm sorry, but thank you for the condolences. I appreciate you all. Much love.
Most definitely. And Pool Minds from YouTube. This is my first time seeing you on here. We appreciate you as well. Well, while you guys are here and you're wondering how to get in contact with us or see more videos, look up top. We are on Eat Sleep Sixers on Facebook. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio. We're on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Jen, what do we need people to do to keep this thing of ours, like the mobster says?
Like I said at the beginning, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so that you can turn on your notifications. If you're joining us from your Facebook, make sure you hit your notifications for that as well. Send us a comment, a like, spread the word loud and far. Thank you.
Most definitely. And if you didn't understand that in English.
And I didn't say what I was supposed to say, which was, don't forget to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend about the Eat Sleep Sixers podcast.
Absolutely. And if you didn't understand that in English, you're not getting it in Spanish tonight. I just can't do it.
I got a D in, I got a C in Spanish, so
amigo, Hueva! Go Sixers!
Come check us out on post game.
Sure.
Right.
End it off.